I've been creating videos now for about 15 years, and like many YouTubers, it's now become my main source of income. But can one video really get you monetized overnight? Can your very next video, when you upload it, be the one that changes everything forever on YouTube? Well, you know, I've never shared this before. My first video taught me something of incredible value. All it was just a 4-minute video that I posted back in 2009. And the reason I posted it was I wanted to embed it on my website. I was a web designer, and I just thought this would be an interesting tutorial for those that are reading my blog. But you won't believe what happened after uploading that video. So in this video, I'm going to show you what happened back in 2009 with that first video. I'm going to show you the valuable lessons you can learn from that experience, and I'm going to show you how you can monetize quickly today too. But first, you're probably wondering, why would anyone want to get monetized in the first place? Well, simply put, YouTube was bought out by Google many years ago. And Google is an advertising company, a marketing company, and a massive search engine that the majority of people use from day to day. So imagine the businesses that are paying for ads through Google. And now Google owns YouTube. There's a lot of revenue to be made from ads on your YouTube videos. And it's a fact that ads bring in a good income for many businesses on YouTube. And this is something I just stumbled across by fluke back in 2009. So you're probably wondering what exactly happened in 2009 with that video. Well, to help explain it, let me take you back to 2009 when YouTube was a very new platform. Well, things were quite different back then. The algorithm was very, very limited on what it did and how it rated videos. In fact, the algorithm was based just on views and ratings. So you could rate a video, you could like it, dislike it, and also the views themselves. That was the only way that YouTube was able to really suggest videos based on those two parts of the algorithm. You know, video uploads had a maximum limit of 10 minutes. Most content was in low resolution, so 480p or 720p. There wasn't much high definition in those days, and live streaming wasn't even available. So in 2009, I needed to add a video onto YouTube, so I set up an account, and I just uploaded this video that was 4 minutes long. But as you can see here, it blew up almost straight away. Suddenly it had 75,000 views overnight. And it continued to grow, and it got some more views a few years later. And it was quite incredible that it was just under 100,000 views on a video that I hadn't even optimized or done much about. I just literally uploaded it to go on my website. So just one video randomly added was now blowing up. And you know, just a few weeks after posting it, I then got this email where YouTube was wanting to monetize it. They recognized it was getting a lot of views, and they then encouraged me to join the YouTube Partner Program. In those days, there was no requirement, so we know today that you need to have 1,000 subscribers at least. I think in those days I had maybe 5 or 6 subscribers based on that video, so I didn't have that. There's today you need 4,000 hours of watch time. There was no watch time needed in those days. So all it was down to was a manual review from YouTube. They just wanted to check that it was a genuine video, which they did, and they approved it. Can you imagine that today being that easy? But the point of this is that there is some interesting lessons here if you're wanting to get to monetization. You see, the algorithm has changed a lot, and we need to kind of bear in mind that it's not about views and subscribers. Even in recent times, dislikes have been taken away, and really likes, dislikes, views, these things are used, but they're not the main factors any longer. Even subscribers isn't that important. What is important, that I've learned, is watch time and retention, keeping people watching and keeping people wanting to find out more in the video. And there's a really simple way to test this, and it's through a new tool that YouTube's just released. And I've been using it for a while now, and it's for split testing. I've been split testing thumbnails now for years, and I've got some clever little tricks I've devised over that time. And this will ensure you get the best results and the best experience when you do split testing. And these tricks have enabled me to grow 3 hugely successful channels on YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to share my strategy with you, exactly show you what I do and how it works. And I'm going to use this new tool from YouTube called Test and Compare. It's a brilliant tool. And if you haven't discovered it already, it's a new A/B testing tool, and I've shown another video of how you can make sure you've got it enabled on your channel. So if you're not sure what it is, here's the video, and it'll be linked up here, and I'll put a link down below as well. But before you go over to that video, Let me just show you some of these strategies. If you want your videos to really take off using this split testing of 3 different thumbnails, then it's important to follow a certain process. And for those who watch to the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free download of that process in a PDF form. So look out for that a bit later. So in this video, you're going to see what that strategy is, how I put it together so that you can download it in my little brown book, and also I'll show you some little tricks along the way that are going to help you be more successful with this split testing tool. But as you can see here, it all starts with golden oldies. So your YouTube test and compare strategy starts with taking some of your older videos. It's best to try and find some older videos first that you have nothing to lose on, and then you can kind of cut your teeth and get used to using this tool. The thing is, if you have a few older videos that are clearly not performing well, then by changing the thumbnail, you can recharge them and give them another chance, another boost of life in the algorithm. And in the past few years where I've been using other tools to split test, I've seen some videos explode once we get the thumbnail right. So it really can bring some great results to an old video. And the changes you make will also help you make better decisions on your new videos. And that's where you want to experiment on the older ones where it doesn't really matter. And what you're doing is you're building up what resonates with your audience. Your audience is unique to you. They're following you for a reason. They've subscribed for a reason. And now you're going to find out what it is that they respond to when it comes to clicking on thumbnails. So all you need to do is go to your older videos, select a few old ones, and then go into there and just check their performance, upload 3 different types of thumbnails and then run the test. And then you just need to go back, analyze the results a few weeks later, focus on watch time improvements rather than the click-through rates, which is what YouTube's recommending currently, and just look for patterns in the data. Which types of thumbnails are working best on those older videos. So let's move on to the next bit now. It's called Go Large. So what does that mean? Well, when you start testing, try 3 different types of ideas. Don't make 3 thumbnails that are so similar that it's hard to spot the difference. Make them quite different. Get 3 different layouts. So get the main things that you want in the thumbnail, but try them in different areas of the thumbnail. Perhaps when you think about 1/3 and you divide your thumbnail up into thirds, you'll get an idea of where to put it in the center, put it on the left, put it on the right, but just try it different areas. Make your thumbnails as different as possible for these 3 first of all. It's a bit like wanting to decide for the family where to go on holiday and having 3 countries in mind. You're not going to be booking the hotel yet or the flight. You just want to have 3 very different areas to go to. Now, once you've got these 3 different layouts, you can also make some other changes too. So one of them may be balanced, one of them may be contrast, one of them may be perhaps showing different emotions if you've got a face involved. Some may include text, some may not. And some may want more space. Others may be a bit more detailed in the design or the background. But you want to make sure you have different contrasts, different emotions, make sure the text is with or without certain words, and less clutter, more space. And when you make those types of changes, you'll get 3 quite different types of thumbnails. Now, once you've run this, the reason why you've done it 3 different layouts is because immediately one will be clearly producing better results than the other 2. That's always going to happen when you have extremes. So you may think it's one particular thumbnail and it may surprise you, it's a different one. Once you've now got that concrete as to which one it is, that's when you do the minor tweaks. That's when we go small. That's the finer details. So think in terms of that, where am I going for my holidays? Is it this country, this one, or this one? You've now decided on the country that's going to work for your family. So now let's think about what hotel is going to be the best for your family. Do you need all-inclusive? Is it bed and breakfast? Is it going to be the finer details? What the flight's going to be, what the flight time's going to be. Those are the finer details in that country, and that's what you're going to be looking for. So how do you do that on the thumbnails? Well, you're looking for colours, so maybe you just change the colour slightly. You're looking for, maybe if there's a face, the expression, see if you can change that slightly. And also the words. Maybe the text works, but maybe it's a slightly different word, a different keyword maybe on your thumbnail. So different colours, expressions on the face, and the text, those little changes will be then on the next 3 that you try, but they'll all be based on the winning version from when you went live. Now at this stage you may be asking, why is it not the click-through rate? And if you've used TubeBuddy's thumbnail A/B split testing, you'll know that with that you have two that you can try, and generally it's done based on the click-through rate. And the click-through rate's always been a great way of seeing if a thumbnail works, because what you used to say is if the one got, say, 5% click-through rate and the other one got 4%, then the one with 5 was the winner. But you know what? Because of clickbait, and that's the idea of making people click on a thumbnail, it doesn't always mean that the person then stays on the video. And that's because they haven't been able to really be fulfilled as to the fact that the video itself doesn't reflect what they expected from the thumbnail. So the experience then for a viewer isn't particularly good. And so their watch time is then low. And that's why YouTube is using watch time as a significant difference rather than the click-through rate itself. It's because now you then have to justify a winner by having the thumbnail actually make sense with the video they're watching. And that means that clickbait, as much as it's important to get a click, it's not the everything. And that's a really good positive signal, I think, for showing that quality of videos and thumbnails, they're both as important as each other. So that's one reason why I think this is a really superior tool. Another one is the fact you've got 3 thumbnails that can be tested. And the other thing that's really outstanding compared to TubeBuddy's tool is the fact that it happens live. So with TubeBuddy, you'd have like Monday it's this thumbnail, Tuesday it's that, Wednesday it's this, Thursday it's that. Whereas this will do it as a live rotation constantly throughout the day, which means you get a much clearer indication as to which thumbnail is going to win, because they're all being reflected constantly, the 3 of them. And also 3 is always going to give you a better idea than 2 when you split test. So your audience is now clearly showing you what it is that they value, and now you'll get a clear winner. And this will be now highly tweaked because you've gone large, you've gone small, you've now got the winner. So now what? Well, you just need to really keep that winner established. You need to keep it there in place. And I suppose you can ask yourself then, so what is the goal of all this? Well, before I cover that, if you want a free download to this strategy so you can follow it on your videos, then just comment the word gift, G-I-F-T, comment gift down below, and I'll then send you a copy. And so the goal is you want to produce valuable content your viewers will keep coming back to. You want to also give greater insights to an understanding of what works for your audience. So that's what this will do. This testing is really worth trying. You also want to gain a loyal audience, and you will get a loyal audience. You will get a loyal audience if they know that you're going to produce significantly high value quality thumbnails and have a justification through the video that they're watching. And also you will get quicker growth because the algorithm is going to reward videos that are getting clicked on and giving longer watch times. So in the end, your subscribers will become a loyal audience that return back each time for your videos. And the algorithm absolutely loves that. But is it still possible to monetize your channel today? Well, to find out, I set up a brand new channel starting from scratch to see could I monetize this one. We know YouTube's dramatically changed, so it's not going to work on just one video, but I do understand the new algorithm and the requirements that are needed to do this. And I wanted to check to see whether the latest strategies could get this monetized. But what I did learn was that the strategies that worked back in 2009 aren't really reflected in strategies today. So if you're curious about the outcome of whether I succeeded with monetization on this channel, then check out that experiment right here. It's got some great valuable lessons and it'll show you what you need to do to get your channel monetized today. So head over to this video. I'll see you on there next.